Our next topic is increasing and decreasing functions. See, this topic we will cover shortly because it is not very important, but you must have idea of this nature of function, whether it is increasing or decreasing. So there is function fx. It is called increasing function at certain point. At certain point, this function is there. At certain point, this function is called increasing when fx increases with x. When the value of x increases, value of x 1, 2, 3 is increasing, so fx should also increase. And when value of x decrease, fx should decrease. When fx, or indirectly you can say that when fx is proportional to x, it increases with x, it decreases with x, then it is called increasing function. And reverse, when fx is behaves opposite to x, that means when x is increasing, fx is decreasing, and when x is decreasing, fx is increasing. In that case, it is called decreasing function. So mathematically, it can be written as fx, fa is greater than fb for an increasing function. Increasing function. When x is greater than a and less than b. Between this range, when x is greater than a and less than b, f b is greater than a, means it increases with increasing value of x, and f a is greater than f b if a is greater than b, and if a is less than b, a is less than b, fa is less than fb. A is greater than b, fa is greater than fb. That is increasing function. Similarly, decreasing function, fa is greater than fb when a is less than b. When a is less than b, but fa is greater than fb. When the value of x decreases, function value increases. Similarly, this is decreasing function. Fa is less than fb when a is greater than b. A is greater than b, but fa is less than fb. When x is increasing, fa is decreasing, and x is decreasing, fa is increasing. मतलब fa behaving opposite to trend of x, dependent value, then it is called decreasing function. So in short, you can just remember, when function increases with x, increasing value of x, and decreases with decreasing value of x, then it is called increasing function. And when function behaves opposite to the trend of x, for example, value of x is increasing but value of function is decreasing, or value of x is decreasing and value of function is increasing, then it is called decreasing function. So how to find increasing and decreasing functions? How to find that at certain point function is increasing or decreasing? Fx is equal to 1 by x. So at x is equal to 3, we will try to find at x is equal to 3, function is increasing or decreasing. From this nature you can easily say function is decreasing, because as x increases, fx will decrease, and vice versa. So at x equal to 3, we want to find. So one crude method, just find the value of x just before this point, suppose 2.9, and then then find the value at x equal to 3 and see whether function is increasing or decreasing. So f 2.9 should be less than f 3 if function is increasing. But here you can see f 2.9 is greater than f3. Hence this function is decreasing. This is the crude method. By the definition of function, just select two values of x, one is smaller and other slightly higher, and see the trend of function, whether it increases with value of x or decreases with value of x, and you can say it is increasing or decreasing function. This is one of the basic method by the virtue of its definition. Now other method is derivative method. You see a function for a increasing function. Suppose the function is this, curve is like this. So at this point, if you want to see at this point function is increasing or decreasing, you can see with x value increasing, function is increasing. Here you draw a tangent. So the gradient of this tangent is tan theta. So you see this is the theta from x-axis. So any line from 0 to 90 degree, when this angle is between 0 to 90 degree, the gradient will be positive. So you can see for an increasing function, the gradient will always positive between 0 to pi by 2. Angle between 0 to pi by 2. This tangent for an increasing function, this tangent will have angle between 0 to 90 degree. But similarly for decreasing function, this is decreasing function. For a decreasing function, at this point, draw a tangent. Now the angle of this tangent is this. Theta is greater than pi by 2. Hence, m is negative. That is, tan theta is negative. So for a decreasing function, this function is decreasing with value is increasing, value of x is increasing, value of y is decreasing. When you will draw tangent anywhere at any point, you will always find the tangent having negative gradient for a decreasing function. So you can see for increasing function, this function is increasing between this and this point. So between this and this point, anywhere you will find a gradient that is positive. Gradient of tangent is positive. That means at any point from here to top, dy over dx is positive. dy over dx is nothing but gradient of tangent. Similarly, here it is decreasing function. So the gradient at any point in this decreasing region is tangent. This tangent is negative, so dy over dx is negative. And at this top point, dy over dx is equal to 0. So you see, for increasing function, dy over dx is positive. dy over dx gradient of tangent is 0 at top point, it is called turning point. And again, when it starts decreasing, the gradient of tangent becomes negative. So you can see that the dy over dx is positive for increasing function over dx is negative for decreasing function and dy over dx is 0 for turning point or stationary point. So in this region all the tangents will have angle less than 90 degree. So all the points, at all these points the derivative will be positive. Similarly in this region all the tangents will have angle with x-axis more than 90 degree. These all tangents will have angle more than 90 degree. That means all the gradients of tangents in this region will be negative. So you can see for increasing function, see for example that there is function 2x square. You want to find at certain point whether the function is increasing or decreasing. So one method was earlier which I have told, just find value of function slightly lesser than value of x at the point, and then find the value of function at the actual value of point and see whether the function value is increasing or decreasing. That is a crude method. Another method, if at certain point dy over dx this value is 4x. So let us say for point x equal to 5, y equal to 50. At this point dy over dx is equal to 20, which is positive. Dy over dx is positive. That means increasing function. At this point function is increasing. When you will increase the value of x, function value will increase. When you will decrease the value of x, value of function will decrease. Similarly, for x is equal to this, the graph of this function, you can draw the graph of this function. For positive value, for negative, see, let's take another point, x is equal to minus 2 and then y is equal to 50. Sorry, x is equal to minus 2, y is equal to 8. So the point is minus 2, 8. Now find the derivative at this point. So dy over dx is equal to 4x. At this point, derivative is 4 into minus 2 equal to minus 8. So at this point, function is derivative is negative. So function is decreasing. This is another way to find a function is increasing or decreasing at certain point. You can say this function is increasing at x, this point 5, 50. At this point derivative is 20, which is positive, so function is increasing. Similarly, this function graphically you can also see 5.50 is here, somewhere here, 5.50. So here the function is increasing. With increasing value of x, function is increasing. Whereas when you put x equal to minus 2, at this point minus 2, 8, function is decreasing. When you will be increasing the value of x, value of y is decreasing. From graph you can see. So that's what we achieve in derivative test. Dy over dx is equal to 4x 2x square, dy over dx is 4x. At x equal to minus 2, that means minus 2 comma 8. This point derivative is minus 8, which is negative. So the tangent at this point will be like this, and its gradient is positive, tan theta. Tangent at this point will be like this, and its angle is more than 90 degree. Hence, its gradient is negative. So you can see for a for an increasing function, derivative is positive at certain point where you want to see whether it is increasing or decreasing at that particular point. At that point, if its derivative is positive, function is increasing. If the derivative is negative, function is decreasing. That is the derivative test. Another one was the simple test to put two values of x in a function, nearby values, and see whether a function is increasing or decreasing. Its exact value, you can find the exact value. Next topic is maxima and minima. Maxima and minima. This is maxima and minima is nothing but extension of increasing and decreasing function. So what is this? Let there is a function so at these points you can see these are called turning points where the trend of function changes. Here it was increasing, now it is decreasing. Here it was increasing, now it is decreasing. Similarly, these points, these are also turning points. Here is what in decreasing, now after this point function is increasing. After this point function is decreasing. After this point function is increasing. After this point function is decreasing. So when function trend changes from increasing to decreasing or decreasing to increasing, at that point is called turning point. Its name explains why it is called turning point. Because the nature of function changes. It turns the nature of function from increasing to decreasing or decreasing to increasing. So what is the maximum? So you know when you will draw the tangent, you will find the derivative. These are derivatives are nothing but dy over dx equal to 0. 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 All these points, the derivative of the function will be 0 because its tangent will be parallel to x-axis. Now, what is maxima and minima? There is nothing like maxima or minima. You should never confuse it the maximum value of function or minimum value of function. It's not like that. This is only local maxima and local minimum value. Local. You see, this is maxima A, B, C. Maxima means what? This point y is maximum relative to its nearby points. At this point y is maximum relative to its nearby points, and at this point y is maximum relative to its nearby points. When you move slightly ahead or slightly back, both cases at this point value of function is maximum. Similarly here, similarly here. So these points are local maximum. Local means in this small range. These functions, these values are maximum value. Similarly, this is minima. This value is minimum relative to its nearby points. When you go ahead you get the value of function increases. When you go back, again value of function increases. So this point is minimum. This point is local minimum. Similarly, this point is local minimum. When you go slightly right side or slightly left side, both side value of x increases. Hence, at this point, value is minimum in this local region. So you should never confuse with maximum means maximum value or minimum means minimum value. Maxima or minima are local terminologies. Even though this is minima, but exact value of function at this point is more than exact value of function at this point, which is maximum. But this is maximum. At this point, fa is maximum. fb is minimum. But still, fa is less than fb. Maxima, actual value of maxima is less than actual value of minima. See, here it is this. This is fb. This is fa. Even though fb is minima, fa is maxima. Still, maximum value in this local region is less than minimum value in this local region. So maxima and minima are local terminologies. They doesn't represent overall function plus infinity to minus infinity. A maxima doesn't give the maximum value of function in minus to plus infinity range, or a minima doesn't give minimum value of function in plus infinity to minus infinity range. They are just local maximum or minimum value of functions in this nearby short range, because at that point those points are turning point. So because of they are turning point, they will be either maxima or minima. They will turn either like this or like this. If they turn like this is maxima. If they turn like this is minima. That's it. So maxima and minima local terminologies. This is the one point. Now how to find maxima and minima? How to find maxima and minima? So you know, maxima and minima turning point, at those points derivative of the function is 0. So just find derivative of the function dy over dx and equate it with 0. The value of x you will find a, b, c, d. These all values are turning points. Now you want to see at which value function is maximum and at which value function is minimum. So you have to see the geometric nature of curve and then you can decide it. Suppose this is the maximum. So as we have discussed earlier, in this range the function is increasing. So here derivative is dy over dx is positive. Here dy over dx is 0 and here function is decreasing. Dy over dx is negative. So for a maxima, local maxima, the sign of derivative changes from positive to 0 to negative. This is the sign of derivative. Similarly, for a minima, suppose this is minimum. So in the left side, you see the tangent is negative. Function is decreasing, hence its tangent will be negative, or its because gradient of tangent will be negative, and gradient of tangent is nothing but dy over dx, which is negative. Similarly, at this point, gradient is 0. at this point this tangent function is increasing, hence tangent will always have angle less than 90 degree with x-axis. So dy over dx in this region dy over dx is positive. So in case of minima, the sign of dy over dx changes from negative, 0, positive, then it is minima. When sign of dy over dx changes from positive, 0, negative, then it is maxima. Sign of dy over dx is nothing but gradient of tangent, and gradient of tangent for increasing function is positive, for decreasing function negative. By the nature of function, when you will find you draw any tangent, any tangent in this decreasing function, all gradient tangent will have negative gradient. Angle less than 90 degree. Their angle with x-axis will be more than 90 degree. Similarly, for increasing function, all tangents will have angle with x-axis less than 90 degree. Hence, their gradient will be positive. Gradient, okay? So, this is one of the method to find maxima and minima at a certain point. Find the point. So, what is the method? Find the point at which you want to know it is maximum, minima. Let it is x equal to a. X equal to a. This is the point. Now find dy over dx. At this point, dy over dx will be 0. Now find dy over dx at point x equal to a minus, say, epsilon. That means we want, this is just a constant, small value constant, and so we want to find the value of function slightly behind left side of this turning point, and find the sign of dy over dx there. Similarly, put x equal to a plus epsilon. Right side of the turning point, find the value of derivative, and if the value of derivative changes in this sequence plus 0 minus, then it is maximum. If the value of derivative changes like this, minus 0 plus, then at point of consideration the function is minima. This is one of the method to find maximum. Another for maxima, dy over dx changes from plus 0 minus. For minima, dy over dx, this is near turning point. Dy over dx changes from minus 0 and at turning point, dy over dx is equal to 0. So this is one of the method to find maximum. If you will see this type of trend, then function is like this. If you will see this type of trend of derivative, function is like this. Here, see like this. Positive, 0, negative. Here, negative, 0, positive. Another important thing. So this is the method of derivative first degree derivative. This is called first degree derivative. This can be used to find at a certain turning point. This is the turning point. This is also turning point. At a certain turning point, you see the trend of dy over dx. Just put a value slightly less than a. That this is value function at x equal to a. Put a value of x slightly less than a. That is a minus epsilon. Put a value and find the dy of nature sign. You just need to find the sign, not actual value. Find the value of sign for a minus epsilon and find the value of sign for a plus epsilon. So you will find all these trend. If trend is like this, it is increasing function, sorry, maxima, and if trend is like this, it is minima. So another matter is second derivative test. d2y over, this is called second derivative. So you just observe one thing here. For a maxima, this is function, this is the actual function. For this function, when at this point it is maxima, local maxima. Local maxima, the derivative of that function is decreasing function. Derivative will also be a function. Okay, derivative will also be a function, and the value of function near turning point is decreasing, plus 0 minus. So we can say for a maxima, the derivative is a decreasing function. Similarly for minima, you see derivative is increasing, minus, here it is minus. When value of x increases, it got 0. When value of x further increased, the sign got changed to plus. So the derivative is negative to 0 to positive. It is increasing function. The derivative function is increasing function for minima. Derivative function is decreasing function for maxima. Hence, d2y over dx is nothing but derivative of f dash x. So from the definition of increasing and decreasing function, we have concluded that if derivative is positive, then function is increasing. So suppose d2y over dx is equal to positive. At this point, suppose certain point d2y over dx is positive. That means this function f dash x, which is dy over dx, is increasing function. Increasing function means this function, this type of function. If this is increasing function, then actual function is minimum. At that point, actual function will have minimum. Similarly, d2y over dx is equal to ddx of f dash x is equal to negative. So earlier we have described that if derivative is negative, then function is decreasing. If derivative is positive, then function is increasing. So derivative of f dash x is negative. Derivative of x dash x, this is derivative, which is overall it is second derivative. If second derivative is negative, that means f dash x is decreasing function. F dash x is decreasing function, that means this case plus 0 minus. F dash x is decreasing function, that means actual function is increasing. So we will summarize all these discussions. We will summarize all this discussion. For a function f(x), at x is equal to a, f value is fa. At x is equal to a, if f dash a is equal to positive, then at x is equal to a, fx is increasing function. Similarly, x is equal to a, f dash a is equal to negative, then at x is equal to a, fx is decreasing function. Similarly, at x is equal to a, f double dash a is equal to positive. F double dash a is nothing but differentiation of f dash a. F double dash a is positive, that means f dash a is an increasing function. F dash a is increasing function. So f dash a is increasing function, that means the case was like minus 0 plus this, minus tangent, 0 tangent, plus tangent. So it is positive. F dash a is increasing function. So at x is equal to a, fx is minima. Similarly, x is equal to a, f dash a is equal to negative. That means f dash a is increasing function. That means at x is equal to a, fx is maximum. So we will show it with a graph for this function. For this function, again we are drawing same thing. Before this turning point, tangent is positive because this is increasing. Always have angle less than 90 degree, so the tangent will be positive. Hence, derivative is positive, and here derivative is negative. So the sign of derivative changes from dy over dx changes from plus 0 minus. That means it is a decreasing function. This derivative is a decreasing function. This derivative is g plus 0 minus, value is decreasing. Hence this derivative is decreasing function. If derivative is decreasing function, then its second derivative d2y over dx square will be negative. As per the definition we have earlier discussed, d2y over dx will be negative. Hence dy over dx will be a decreasing function. Its sign will change near turning point from plus 0 minus. So the actual graph will be like this. So it will be a maximum. Similarly, for a minima, this is the tangent, negative gradient, 0 gradient, plus. So dy over dx changes near turning point from negative 0 positive. Dy over dx is this. So this trend function is, with this trend function is minima. At point A, function is minima. Or we can say d2y over dx square, derivative of second derivative of first derivative will be, as this is increasing function, minus 0 plus. Derivative is itself increasing function. So hence its own derivative will be positive. So for this case, this function is has minima at this point, and derivative minus 0 plus. Derivative sign changes from minus 0 plus. That means derivative value is increasing near this turning point. hence derivative has increasing function. That means its further derivative will be positive. So d2y over dx is equal to positive for a minima. Similarly, in this case, derivative will change from plus 0 and negative. Plus 0 negative. So derivative is sign near turning point changes from plus 0 minus. That means its value is decreasing. Decreasing means derivative is decreasing function. Derivative is decreasing function. Just remember, derivative is decreasing function, hence the derivative of this derivative will be negative. So when d2y over dx is negative, its derivative, first derivative is decreasing function, and first derivative is decreasing function for a maximum. So this is the way we define maxima and minima. So always remember, maxima is always a local maxima, it is not the maximum value of the function. Even the maxima may have lesser value than minima. Absolute value of maxima can be lesser than minima, and absolute value of minima can be lesser than maxima, because it's a local change in the trend of function. It is just local change in the trend of function. It's not general maximum or minimum value of the function between plus infinity and minus infinity. Another thing, the last thing in this derivative concept is concavity and convexity. Concavity and convexity of a function. This is not the new thing and not very important thing, but I just want to share with you. Concavity for a function is called concave. This is the suppose graph. Join any 2 points with a secant. If closed function falls above this secant, this line, then this is called concave function. Similarly, another function is there. Just join the 2 points. If the function, the curve falls below this secant, below line, then it is called convex. Convex function, concave function. How to find whether a function is concave or convex? So you can just find it by maxima and minima concept. Maxima and minima. So you just find its second derivative. First derivative is used to find increasing and decreasing function. If first derivative is positive at a point, at that point function is increasing. If first derivative is negative at a point, that point function is decreasing. The trend of sign change gives the idea about maxima or minima. Exact value of sign gives the value of idea about increasing or decreasing function. That is about first derivative. Similarly, second derivative gives us whether the function is maxima or minima. First other thing, it also tells us whether the function is concave or convex. So for this is d2y over dx in this region will be negative for a concave function, and for a convex function d2y over dx will be positive. So second derivative is used to find concavity and convexity, and first derivative we can see, we have discussed about its utility in finding maximum, minima, increasing and decreasing function. So let us, for example, let us take a function y is equal to x square. This graph is like this. So for a point, let 1, 1, it's dy over dx at 1, 1, that is 2 into 1 from dy over dx is equal to 2x. This is for general point. For this particular point 2 into 1, put the value of x equal to 1. So dy over dx is positive. So at this point function is increasing, which is positive. At this point function is increasing. You can see the function is increasing with increasing value of x, value of y is increasing. Similarly, at this point minus 1 comma 1 dy over dx is equal to at minus 1 comma 1 is equal to 2 into minus 1 equal to minus 2. It is negative. So here the tangent will be like this. It will have angle more than 90 degree. So this function is because hence this derivative is also negative because tangent gradient is negative. So at this point function is decreasing because it is negative. You can see the value of x is increasing in this direction, but the value of y is decreasing. So function is decreasing function. You can also find at this point whether the function is increasing or decreasing. At point 1 comma 1, you just find fx at x equal to 0.9. It is 0.81, and if I put the value of 1, it is x equal to 1. It is 1. Okay, it is a crude method. Put the exact value of x small with small differences and see whether function is increasing or decreasing. For 0.9 it is 0.81. For x equal to 1, we have increased the value of x, it is 1. So function value of x is also increased. So it is increasing function. This is another way to decide whether function is increasing or decreasing. Similarly, here also you can do the same exercise. Now second is maxima and minima for this function. For this function, dy over dx is equal to 2x. For turning points, we will find by turning points by equating dy over dx equal to 0. 2x equal to 0, x equal to 0. So point 0, 0 is turning point. At this point, it touches the x-axis, and x-axis is the tangent at this point. Now we will find at this point function is maxima or minima. So what is the method of finding? First method is crude method. At this point function is maxima or minima. So put the value of x0, f0 is equal to 0. Slightly left, f minus 1 is equal to 1. Slightly right, f1 is equal to 1. So you can see the value of function at this point is minimum. At turning point, value is minimum. Before turning point and after turning point, value is 1. That means at x0, 0, this function is minimum. This is the one method. Second method, derivative method. Find the sign changing trend of sign of derivative. So dy over dx is equal to 2x. Put x equal to 0 at turning point, dy over dx 0, 0 at turning point equal to 0, slightly below turning point. Here x equal to at this point, dy over dx x equal to minus 1, dy over dx is equal to minus 2. Slightly right, dy over dx is equal to plus 2. So the change in sign minus 2, 0, plus 2. This is the change in sign of dy over derivative, that is gradient of tangent before and after turning point, minus 0 plus 2, sorry, minus 0 and plus. This is change in sign, trend of change in sign. And earlier we have discussed this trend is for minima by the virtue of tangent, nature of tangent. Tangent, this is negative before turning point, that means tangent is like this, it is decreasing. Here it is 0. At this point, this is positive, that means tangent is like this, it is increasing. Hence the function is minima at this point. And the third method is second derivative test. Find the second derivative. d2y over dx square is equal to ddx of 2x is equal to 2. Second derivative is positive, which we have discussed. Second derivative is positive for minima and second derivative is negative for maxima. If this is positive, that means derivative, first derivative is increasing function, minus 0 plus. Minus 0 plus is increasing, hence derivative of first derivative is positive. If it was negative, then it will be plus 0 minus. So first derivative is decreasing function. In that case, second derivative will be negative, and that will be case for maxima. So this is all about maxima and minima. This much is sufficient to understand maxima and minima.